Yeah.
Unless it's just the way, no, yeah, it's definitely smaller.
Yeah, that's just how they're designed.
The handles and the brakes are also far enough to where I can lift my finger and reach without it getting caught on the...
It was me setting them up, forced to have this kind of setup. You see how this is barely extended out?
Yeah, that's like
it's just, yeah. Another thing I will say though is get used to riding like this. If you put your hands like that flat, it sucks. But as you turn them out sideways, it makes it easy to keep your finger here. That way you're not kind of like pointing straight out, more so just, it's kind of like doing this, and then that's how you ride. Like if you do this, like you're about to catch a football, extend your arms out, close the rest of your fingers. That's literally how you ride. Look at my elbows. What are my elbows doing? Look, ready? If I bring them down, square. See? It's a perfect form. You're aiming for the 90, but realistically, you're not going to be riding like this. So you give yourself a little bit extra so it can bounce to the 90.
More like 100.
Yeah, you let it bounce to the 90. Tap
I'm getting used to like planting my foot if I need to.
The way to stop this, that's honestly going to be the best for you, it's going to be to pull in the clutch and wait and wait.
You're going to be riding here?
Yes, sir. We can move somewhere else if you prefer that.
You're going to do right there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to teach him how to roll out the clutch on it.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll move over. That's fine. I don't want to disturb.
I clean it.
Now, would the noise bother you? We can go further up that hill or this hill. It's really no problem, sir. We would much rather go out of our way to keep you guys.
As long as you don't do what I cleaned up, because I cleaned it up because of rats. There's a lot of rats.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind y'all, you know, but here I've already kind of straightened out the tracks because it hits my tractor. So
no, we'll tell our friends too to avoid this spot.
It's not my property.
Yes, sir, and it's not ours either, so we respect that.
Around the creeks, nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know, or if you stay on the trails, nobody cares.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming and asking instead of just demanding.
No.
Yes, sir.
I'm just asking. Y'all be careful, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Doesn't bother. Like I said, as long as it doesn't tear up stuff, I don't.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was just gonna practice rolling. I wasn't gonna go like fast or anything.
Well, you can do. I don't have a problem.
Okay.
With that.
Yeah, I was just getting used to the size of the bike.
But if you see if it, and you can. I don't want somebody making all kinds of...
Yeah, no, that's a big thing we stress to my little brother and all that too. Is like, if it's raining outside, don't go digging in. Like, it's...
Y'all can enjoy it.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, but yeah, put your foot on this peg. I want to see something real quick. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. And then you can honestly hug in a little bit more right there. So move your foot. Try to like take it off. Try to stand not so much on the peg, more so. Imagine this part doesn't exist. You're using half your peg and half the peg stand. Yeah, and what does that do? It forces this toe a little bit inwards.
Oh, yeah, and you can't just rip your...
Yeah. Now do that on both of them. You see how that hugs, that forces your knees hugging it.
Yeah.
Your knees are going to get bruised and it's okay. That means you're hugging it right.
Okay.
Next big thing I want you to learn, you can keep this foot planted, but put your foot on that peg properly. Now reach for that brake. See how you don't have to pick it all the way up off the peg. You can, as long as you go from pressure to no pressure, you can slide it. I haven't sharpened my pegs, and I don't have aftermarkets, so you can literally just like slide it. It's even better on like boots. Like on boots, I can put on those since it's meant for you walking every day. It has more give. Those will actually rip it up pretty good.
Because these are so I can have grip while I'm walking. These are where the grip is for their bike.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, if you get scary. If you're turning and grab any amount of front brake, there's a chance you're dropping the front end, right? So, if you're saying, nope, I want to stop, just hold the clutch and glide onto the rear brake. It's really easy to lock it. Just hold it and glide onto it. Literally that fast. Okay. And that's going to stop you pretty abruptly. So, you're going to be going that fast and you're going to end up easing off and doing this with the brake. It's going to scare you, I promise. As long as you don't try to stick a foot out or balance yourself sideways or anything, the bike will keep you up. The bike doesn't want to fall down. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Like falling off, you're not going to just fall off the bike. You'll throw yourself off the bike. That's what's going to happen, right? Like I say, when the bike is sitting still, it wants nothing more than to fall over. On an engine stand, it wants nothing more than fall over. That's why it stays on the engine stand or on the bike stand, because it's falling down. It's not having any angle one side or another, right? Now, when you're moving, the bike wants nothing more than to keep moving in as straight a line as possible. That's why whenever people crash in motocross or in MotoGP or in literally anything, their bike will be going like this, and then it eventually straightens out, and then it'll fall over.
It'll hit like a rut.
Yeah, and then it'll fall over. Sometimes they'll even fall over like mid-turn, and it'll keep turning for a little bit, and then it'll straighten out, and then falls over the other way. Like, the bike wants to ride itself. You're literally just on for the ride. Now, when I say that, don't take that to mean hold on for dear life up here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on for dear life with your legs. Now, if you're doing that, how are you going to balance yourself? Again, don't worry about that. You do that as you get better on a big bike. You start riding it more loosely like this, where you move the bike and not yourself, or you move yourself and not the bike, right? It's the same movement. It's just where you apply the force, right? You either move the bike or you move you.
Towards this way, so we're not rolling all over this field.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then a little life hack, as you're going to be moving big bikes, hold your finger on the front brake. Hold your finger on the front brake. Yeah, if you want to go backwards, compress it, push, and then let go like that.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so it's in neutral. Tap your, not yet, but this is your E-start, and then only worry about this one. Okay. For now, it'll be safer for you to come to a stop and reach over and hit this with your clutch pulled in, because it's going to be really hard for you to find neutral while the bike is on too. And try to pull that clutch in. Now hit the kill switch. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah. So if you let go of the clutch a little bit too much, the bike's going to start going from you, and then it's going to be even less hold on the clutch and even less on the kills, and then the bike's going to run away from you in gear. So it's so much better if you just pull the clutch all the way in. Yeah, right. We are not in a race, we're not in a rush, we're here to learn, right? You just take your time with it. Again, E-start, kill switch, the big red button with the X on it, right? Okay. When I tell you to, I'm going to want you to hit the E-start, literally just like pretend this is the E-start, you're just going to go. Okay. You're going to go, and you'll hear it. It might push under you, but that's a good check. Get you that confidence of the bike can move under me and it's okay. As long as you don't hold it and let it turn on, right? Literally just quick. And then you'll hear the that's the fuel pump priming, getting fuel into the system. Give it a second. And then after that, whenever you're ready to start it, you hold it until it turns on and let go. So tap it.
Okay.
Now whenever you're ready, turn it on. Hold it. Let go. There you go. Yeah, you just hold it until it turns on. Sometimes it'll take it a good little bit. And then ease the clutch out. Check if you're in gear. Awesome. You're comfortable with the rumbliness of the bike. You're comfortable with all that. Give it a little bit of gas, just a tiny bit. A tiny bit. You're comfortable with that? Yeah. Alright. Now, click it into gear. Down. No gas whatsoever. Let the bike stall itself. Let it find the bite point. If it rolls out, awesome. That's awesome. But then hold it back in and let it come to a stop. Okay. Right? You are on a slight hill left. Yeah. So I recommend you put your right foot down. That'll be easier for you. Okay. Let it stall itself. Don't worry about stall. The goal right now isn't for you to ride it out. If you do, like I said, that's awesome. Bring it to a stop. Okay. The goal is for you to let it stall out. Find the bite point. It's a hydraulic clutch. You get like no feel whatsoever. Your car is still hydraulic, but you get feel. On this thing, yeah, it'll do that sometimes. Don't worry. On this thing, and you can turn it on in gear if you hold the clutch in.
I don't know how far to get in.
So look, let go of the clutch. Try to roll it. That's perfect. Oh, okay. Now, roll it. Oh no, oh man, right? So roll forwards all the way. Now roll back a hair. Click it up ever so slightly. Like, don't even click it, literally just glide it up. Now try to roll it.
What the heck? You literally don't feel
You don't feel it. That's what I'm telling you, dude. That's why you'll find me there sometimes going like, or you'll see me just reach over and grab it after I turn it off. It's a pain in the ass. It's a race bike. It's not meant to be comfortable to find neutral. The point is to not get into neutral. Yeah. Now, the thing that sucks about that is every time you're going first gear, second gear, you almost blow your bike up. Which makes no fucking sense because it's never that hard or never that easy to fucking hit neutral. Like I was telling you about the checking the neutral thing where you like tap it. One, that's for priming the fuel pump and all that. Like I was saying, you'll hear the bzzz, all that shit. But it also will, oh fuck, I thought it was a neutral, you know? Yeah. Sometimes you roll it, you think far enough, but it's just that slop in second gear. You clicked into second and didn't hear the click, right?
Now we know.
Yeah. And I will say, it's good to let yourself get caught off guard for it. One of these times, matter of fact, right now, tap it. Yeah. Okay. It's terrifying. As long as you don't hold that thing, it's not turning on. You're good. So, roll it forwards ever so slightly. Roll it back. That's in gear, I think. Oh no, we're good. Back. All right, so you know how to turn it on, you know how to turn it off, prime the fuel pump, all that. You know how to turn it off, reach over, kill it. You know how to roll the clutch out. You know that the bike wants to ride itself. Do you feel like there's any other pointers I can give you before I cut this off and start another video so we can get you rolling?
I'm probably gonna use 2 fingers.
2 fingers, that's smart.
How strong the clutch is.
That's smart, yeah. Whenever you're ready, gang. All right, take it easy. You got that. No, I'm just saying, take it easy. You got that. You can start it in gear. Just hold the clutch. Yeah, see? It goes from bite to stall in a hair. In a hair. Just get used to that a few times. All right, look up. Look where you're going, not down in front of you. There you go. Yeah, both feet on the pegs. There you go. Hell yeah. Yeah, just let it coast. Feet down, feet down. There you go. Good job. Kill it. Dude, was that easy or was that easy? Tell me. Was that fucking easy or was that fucking easy?
Bro, it wasn't that bad. Like, the weight of the bike.
And then once you get going, the weight disappears, right?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It literally just feels like...
The faster you go, the easier.
Feeling like I'm on a pedal bike that can just go really fast. It now feels like I'm actually sitting on a vehicle from the top angle, watching it like...
Maneuver and shit, yeah. Do you think you could turn? Do you think you could turn it on and turn us around? Would you feel comfortable trying that? If you don't feel comfortable trying that, we can push it in a circle and get you going back the other way. But dude,
I'm gonna back up just a little bit so I can have a decent start to like actually getting. Yeah, shit.
Kind of heavy. Yeah.
Standing on it.
I'm gonna let you struggle with it, so that way whenever y'all see me struggling with it, you know to wait for me, bro. Because otherwise y'all are gonna fucking take off on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's enough. I did get it back into neutral. There is like a click, but it's like
kinda.
A soft click.
You more so feel it than hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with these boots, you won't feel it. You won't.
If I do turn around, I'm gonna wait till I get over
the hill. Do you want me to go meet you up there? Is the blinking still?
Yeah.
All right. You can. When it comes to the turn, you're not on a bicycle. Yeah. Okay. It's the Apollo, but bigger and faster. Better suspension.
Instead of turning like this, it's more like this.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like a lean left, and as you lean left, your body will naturally counter steer for you. It does it on its own. The bike will do it on its own. Just start to lean left, and again, if it gets too scary, lean it back up, and let it come to a stop. There's another hill up in front of you to stop you. You'll be okay. Yeah, man, hire me for your coaching needs, bro. You got a kid you want to be A-class? Look, first time sitting on a big bike. Look forwards, don't look down. Yeah! Take it to the Apollo, yeah!
I wasn't gonna go like fast or anything.
Bro, you can ride a big bike. Lone when, bro, lone coming when. Yeah, what do you think of that, bud?
Bro, when I gave it throttle,
here, hold it.
Yo, I'm fucking shaking just from hitting the throttle. And I said,
let me tell you something. You didn't even hit the power band. You hit the low end torque. That was the low end torque.
Bro,
when you're wide, every bone in your body shakes.
Bro, when you started doing this and I got on the throttle, bro, it did not feel like I covered this distance that
I'm telling you.
And I was just in first gear, what the fuck? I need a big bike, bro. No, deadass.
Yeah, now go and try and have fun on that one.
Moving, it feels like the weight of the front
is gone.
Yeah, like you literally just, you cannot affect it unless...
And you want to know why? It's because you got on it with good form. So you had your weight on it. So yes, it felt weightless because it was planted.
And when I came over, you said look forward. I looked forward, and I like came up.
You know, immediately you got faster after that. Because when you're looking down, everything is coming at you.
Yeah.
If you're looking up, you have time to think. And I told you, when you have no time to think on the track, you want to do everything possible to make it so your body thinks for you. I told you to look up, and I guarantee you didn't think let me gas it. You were just thinking I can go faster, and you went faster.
Yeah, I was looking up, and I realized like,
you were like, I'm going really slow. I should give it more.
I was rolling in second.
Yeah.
Full throttle on that. So when I noticed that, I was like, if I give it the slightest bit of throttle, like,
it might be like what, third or fourth, and then next thing you know, it's topped out. And yeah, and like I said, you didn't even touch the power band.
Bro, honestly, I might have to take the same fucking amount of time to get used to the gears on this as I did that, where it's like one day I'm focusing on first gear.
I would say think of it as first and second, second and third, and then third and fourth, and then fourth and fifth.
Okay.
Actually, no. First and second, second and third, and then third, fourth, fifth. Because once you get it rolling, now you got to worry about shifting it into second and getting it stopped after that. So first and second. Then once you got first and second, you got third, fourth, fifth. That shift. Once you can shift it into third, third you can go into fourth, and then after that, fifth is just a cruising gear.
Yeah, when you're already going at that speed, I feel like it's like going up a gear, you're already going fast. So if you're going,
all you're gonna do is make it quieter. Yeah. And you're gonna make it less twitchy on the throttle.
Yeah.
So you felt how you were able to roll it right there? You can't do that. And once you hit the power band, it goes like a two-stroke. And that's why I told Tay, do not buy a two-stroke, because a two-stroke is that times 10. It's not random, but it sneaks up on you what feels like random. It goes like
What you are saying about this now?
Being fat as fuck.
Like, seeing it from
And it's the biggest one. It's the biggest one out of all the brands.
You sit on the seat and it's like a fucking tank barrel just sitting on the front of the bike and just like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like y'all didn't understand. You're like, yo, it looks sick, bro. Like, yeah, it looks sick until you're the rider, bro. It looks fucking stupid. That's why I don't like green bikes. But here I am in love with my fucking green bike, bro. I don't know. 2.4 hours on it.
Brands like this, they need to realize that there is such thing as too much green. Blue is a cooler color where it's like there can't be too much. Like the whole bike,
like the Yamaha with the blue wheels and everything. Yeah. I fuck with that. This, I would have liked chrome wheels maybe, but I like the black wheels. And
where this was green with this KX thing, and then right at this body panel, the rest was black, and the seat was black, and then they had green wheels.
That's what I've been looking into. I can go on Thrill Seekers and get a seat cover for this. Yeah, I bought this so I can like.
I did not see the. Oh, okay.
I don't want to get one from up here too. So then technically I could literally squat and
literally got a fucking
like pick my bike up
on the front of the bike, bro. Like I see what you. I definitely see what you mean now.
Yeah, now when you go and try to have fun on that thing,
I'm gonna be like,
it changes. It changes your views. Here, you earned like a couple of fucking blinkers off that shit, bro.
I need to do that, and also there was no way for me to know where the bite point was anyway. So
exactly.
I feel like after I found out where the bite point was, I was like, okay, first try, rolled up to there, and then you were like, you want to turn around, and I was like, fuck it, I'll try. Got it, first try again.
Give it some gas.
I noticed, I was like,
and that's exactly how I learned it.
If the bike is moving even like ever so slightly,
it doesn't want to fall.
Yeah, like then just like 5 miles per hour. It's not just gonna randomly, unless you fucking slam on the brakes. Because when I was turning, I'm not gonna lie, I was making a sharp turn and I was all the way on the front of the bike, but it felt like I was completely upright.
And you kept your feet planted on the pegs. That's another thing. You kept your feet planted, like literally everything. I was about to tell you, keep your feet up, keep your feet, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna say anything because then he's gonna think I said put your foot down. So I just stayed quiet and I saw your foot never even twitch off the peg. I was like, dude, this kid is ready for a big bike. You are ready for a yammy.
I came around the hill.
Cop a yammy, bro.
The only reason I was looking down is because it was tall grass. Like I looked up and then I looked back down because I was like, if there's something in this fucking bush that I'm rolling over, I need to be ready.
I got a vision just now, bro. I got a vision just now. You're wearing a blue t-shirt the first time you've successfully actually, I'm gonna say ripped on a big bike, because not only did you ride it out, and yes, you didn't hit the power band, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
but you went, and you came off trembling.
Literally
You
the
ripped on
first,
it.
like,
You ripped on it. Come on.
minute that
Yeah. Yeah.
literally 1 minute seat time, I'm already fucking pulling the
Yeah,
throttle.
yeah. 1 minute seat time, already pulling the throttle, bro. I had a blue shirt on, and your dad had an R1. What brand is that? Yamaha. You might just, not even you might have to. I think you might be destined for a Yamaha, bud. And I think Tay might be getting a CRF, because he was telling me Kent has a 250R that he might go look at to talk about pricing. And he already talked about pricing for a Varg, but he made up his mind not to get it.
If I get a 250, I want to get the Monster Edition. And then if I get a 450, low-key, I might have to cop the Anniversary Edition. So I can have two separate ones, the Monster Edition.
The Annie Edition is sick, bro. I like it. But
so
$2,000
retro.
extra for it, though?
It's like, it's low-key. Nah, if I'm already on the 250 for a while, like, I don't plan on just buying the 250 for fucking 13 bands and then just like, oh, I'm ready for a 450.
Yeah. No, a lot of people will never even go 450. A lot of people will go pro 250 and stay there. You never have to touch a 450. That's why I'm kind of glad I got rid of mine, because if I would have got that thing fixed up, I don't think I would have been a good motocross rider.
The Anniversary Edition, like, my thing is, like, I want to get the Monster Edition. If I get so good on a 250 in such a short time frame that I'm like, I need a 450 already, I might just get a Monster Edition and then sell my 250 with the Monster Edition, so it's gonna be extra just because they see the sponsor on that bit.
Yeah. Same situation Tay's in now. You know, whatever is available around me in my price range and I'm approved for it, a bike is a bike, man. It's a 250 with pro suspension with the actual power of a 250.
My thing is, I want that Yamaha, but just like Tay said, that Kent has the fucking Hondas.
Yeah.
Like, if I can't get the Yamaha, or if it's not worth it to go 91 miles. But my dad, he's willing to drive his truck. Like, my dad literally doesn't have anything to do.
He enjoyed, my motherfucker probably wants to get out.
I want to help you pick up
a
Yamaha.
But then you'd be in the same boat as me, as like, you can go over there and all that, and it's great. But like the credit situation, right? You'd have to go and negotiate. You're not sure unless you have the money cash. If you're not sure you can walk out with it, I wouldn't say road trip for it.
Yeah.
Like if you're not sure you can go in and no matter what, even if you don't get the deal you wanted, at least still buy it and walk out. Then a 91-mile road trip, like that's kind of, you'd come back sad. Trust. It's not that bad, but you'd come back a little bit sad. That's a 91-mile trip of like this with your sad playlist on, looking out the window. Whether you want to or not.
Fair, if I'm in that boat and I already have enough money saved and I think my credit's good enough and I go there and they're like, nah, Monster Edition, fuck no. I'm gonna just be like, all right, Dad, you want to go to Kent and pick up the
let's just, on the way back, let's stop here and give somebody else the sale. Like, and that's the thing, right? For me, it was, I told the guy I didn't want a green bike. I wanted the Yamaha. I know you carry Yamahas. When can you get me one? Not anytime soon. Okay, awesome. Do you have anything in stock that fits my criteria? Because I'm really just looking to ride.
Yeah.
I want to get better. I'm not brand specific.
I agree.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, once I get better to where I can justify going to try different brands just so I can say which brand I like more, then that's when I'm old and I have my garage with a Yamaha and a Cowie and a Honda. And like when I get to that, and I have, because I think older Cowie 2-strokes are cooler. I think newer Yamaha 4-strokes are cooler. And I think mid-2010s Hondas 2-strokes and 4-strokes are the best. That's my views, right? And I'm riding a green ugly bike that I don't like the look of, but you know what? I'm fucking starting to love this thing, and I'm getting good on it, and it's gonna be the bike that I'm realistically not gonna want to get rid of.
About this mobile game that I found?
Which one?
It's called Mad Skills MX.
Oh, I've been getting ads for that shit, I think. Is that the one where it's like racing sideways, right? Yeah.
I've been playing that, and I'm trying to grind out so I can get like a kit that looks like what I want and like a bike that I want.
Dude, I have this kit on fucking. Well, yeah, dude.
I'm starting to come out. I'm gonna hop on the fucking bike.
Yeah, you know how to ride a bike now, bro.
Oh, don't play.